Hello, I'm your host, Talking Face, and this could be news. Before I get started, I would like to thank our sponsor, If We Go Fashion, responsible for Ape Shit Clothing. If you want the newest, hottest drip for this winter, go to If We Go Fashion at Instagram to get the newest, hottest Ape Shit drip.
And like always, I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, so bear with me, people.
Today, I want to talk about this movement for a trans America. Before I get into it, I have to preface this by saying that I do not have an issue with the LGBT community. I intentionally left letters off. I believe that you're grown and you're able to make your own honest choice. I do not care what your lifestyle is, just as long as it does not affect me and my family or the children, which makes me want to speak about this new trend of trans youth. Quick side note, gender is a term that was popularized in the 1950s when it was coined by sexologist John Money. Before that, we always used sex, male or female. Not taking shots, but transgender, which in the DSM and according to the American Psychiatric Association, is considered and labeled as gender dysphoria, which involves a conflict between a person's physical or assigned gender and the gender with which he, she, they identify. People with gender dysphoria may be very uncomfortable with the gender they were assigned, sometimes described as being uncomfortable with their body, particularly developments during puberty, or being uncomfortable with the expected roles of their assigned gender, which in my opinion should be properly treated. Because the suicide rate in this particular community, rather post or pre-operation, it is still within the low 40%. Some would say it should be addressed honestly, but people don't want to address it honestly because they want to push an agenda. They want to just go along with the flow and make sure that everybody's just happy with how they feel inside, because it's no longer facts or truth anymore. It's your truth and how you feel. And honestly, normalizing this lifestyle has gotten to the children, not just homosexual cartoons. I mean, there is an actual push for children. But two cases really had me messed up, thinking, what is wrong with this world? First is Desmond, who is a 7-year-old, I think he's probably 8 or 9 by now, drag queen. I have no earthly idea how you can be a 7-year-old drag queen. Makes no sense. First of all, you're a kid. How do you even get to choose these things? Like, they're letting kids choose their sexuality. I never understood this. You don't even let your child choose what they have for dinner, but yet you can let your child choose to chop off their penis or to run around at drag shows. It makes no sense. But I digress. But he says that he knew he wasn't like any of the other boys, especially after watching RuPaul's show at the age of 3 with his mom. But this took the cake after I saw this clip. And honestly, if you don't find anything wrong with this, underage boy dancing in front of a room full of grown men who are throwing money at him, you're part of the problem. But the most recent is out of Texas, where a father is fighting for sole custody of his son to keep him a boy. Yes, a father has to fight to keep his son a boy because his ex-wife has convinced him since he was 3, now 7, that he is a girl. I will leave you with a couple of videos in the description box on the case below. In real life, in my full honest opinion, if I just want to tell the truth, I'm really scared about where this world is heading. They're letting kids pretty much decide how they want to live. And it's not the parent's job to be friends with the kid. It's the parent's job to guide the child. It makes no sense to me. Puberty blockers are killing these kids. Over 6,000 cases. And they're killing these kids. They're letting these kids take puberty blockers, which pretty much stops the kids
ability to grow into and mature and to be the sex that they were actually born. There's been over 6,000 cases where children have actually died, but the mainstream media does not cover this. People have to wake up and actually see what they're doing to this world. They're trying to change how we think and what we know is right and wrong. If transgender is right and is how we're supposed to live, then we have no reason for people to feel that they're homosexual or for us to even have the feminist movement. Because sex is apparently malleable and it can change whenever it wants to. And transgenders feel that they were born with a female or a male brain when they're male or female. So that means feminism has no place because we're all on equal footing according to them. So either transgender can exist or homosexuality and feminism can exist. I don't know. What do y'all feel about this whole transgender movement, this whole trans America? Do you feel that children should be able to come out as trans even when they don't even fully understand who they are as a person? What do you feel about parents? Should parents go with the flow and just listen to their child and to how their child is feeling on that particular day? Me personally, when I have kids, I'm not listening to them about what they feel their sex is. If I have a son, he's going to remain my son. If I have a daughter, she's going to remain my daughter. I have no time to play childish games with them. That's it.
Thank you for staying to the end of the video. If you can, please like, share, subscribe to our page, For Your Family Studios with an S, and also tell your friends about us. And if you have the time, please go to our Facebook and Instagram pages as well. Same name, For Your Family Studios.